In this video, we're going to talk about the reflect key, and I'm also going to talk about how to get your rulers. So basically there are two ways where you can get your rulers out. First is the short key, that is you can always click Control or Command R, or you can always go to the view panel and go to rulers and show rulers. If you want to hide these rulers, you can always right click and here it says hide ruler, so there you go. And if you want the rulers back, what you do is, this time I'm going to go for the short key. I go for Control R, so there you go, there my rulers are out. Now there is another thing, I want to get my guides out, so this time I will just put my cursor here and I'm dragging it out and getting a vertical guide. It's not visible so much, but yeah, once you put it right here it would be quite visible. So this is my guide, and there is it's always good to lock your guides. I can do this horizontally as well, so I'll just drag it and put it in the center, so I'm not really concerned if it's actually in the center. So here I want to lock my guide, and it's always good. And why I want to lock my guide, so let's suppose I select an object, or I'll just show you, I just make an object here. This is my object, and I want to select it. So I will, when I marquee select, along with my object the guides are also getting selected, which is not what we are looking for. So it is a good habit to lock your guides, and the way to do it, there are two ways. So Illustrator always gives you a lot of options to kind of work your way through, whichever is comfortable. So I will right click and just see there is lock guide, so I can click here. This way my guide will not move, and if I unlock my guide, I can move my guide anywhere like this, or I can delete it as well. So let's get my guide back like this, and I will go to my view panel. This time I'm doing it differently, and go to my view panel and go to guides, and then here I'm going to lock my guides. So my guides are locked. Now when I go to my pen tool, and I'm going to show you how to use the reflect key. So this is a shape that I have made, and it looks like a half rhombus, and I will go over to the reflect key. So this is the reflect key, and I will hold on to the small triangle. I have the rotate key and the reflect key, and just stare it and put it here. So we are going to cover both of them. So first we are doing the reflect key. So this is my object, and I want to reflect this to the other side. Now why do we use a reflect key is, like suppose you make half portion of the Illustrator, or you make half portion of the flat, you don't have to make it again and again, and you want the other portion to look symmetrical. So that is why we use the reflect key, so to bring the regularity between the flat or the illustration. So what we do is, let's say I take this rhombus and I double click on my reflect key. Now here what we have is, there is a box and the axis says horizontal and vertical. Now remember, we use, while making flats and illustration, we tend to use more vertical than horizontal, so it's always vertical. And just remember this, that the angle always has to be at 90 degrees. Now if I see the preview, see, this is how this works, like, you know, it's moving around its axis. So I'll just click OK, and it's kind of reversed the shape, and this is not what I'm looking for. So I will go and click undo by clicking Ctrl Z. I will go to my reflect key again, and this time I'm going to go for copy, because this is what I want to copy this. So I will just copy this. Now this is what happens, like, you know, this is my object and it's got copied, but it's copied on its axis. Now while making your flats, you just make one side of the flat and then you copy it to the other side right of the guide. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete this, and this time I'm just going to select this with my black arrow key. Click once on the reflect key. So this means we are giving a message to the illustrator that we want to reflect, and we click Alt or Option and click once on the guideline. So remember, my Alt and Option is long pressed, and I hold on to I just click once on the guide, and this is what happens. Like, you know, you're able to do that, and you copy this. Instead of clicking OK, you copy it. Now there is another thing, like, you know, I have not exactly joined it, so this is how it is, which is also not what I want, what I'm looking for. And now I'm going to marquee select both of these, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to join once and I'm going to join twice. Now you may be wondering why I'm joining it twice instead of one. I'll just explain that. So right now, if I want to move this, I can move it, and even if I want to add a color to this, I can fill a color to this. So this is it. Now let's say I do a couple of times, I do Control Z, and I'm again in my original shape. So I just select this path and move this a little on the side, and I'm going to show you why I did the joining twice. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to click once on the reflect key, click long press or hold on to your Alt or Option key, and click once on the guideline. You get this box, and you click vertical, the preview is there, you're able to see what's there, and you click copy. So there you go, I have exact shape on the other side, so it's like a mirror image. Now what I would do is I would select both these objects and I want to join it. So I would do this once to show to you. So when I did just once, it just joined at the bottom and not at the top, so I would have to join it once again. So that is why the process is about joining it from both ends rather than joining it from just one end. Let me show you another way of practicing the reflect key. Now let's say I use my pen tool again, and this time I'm going to make a vase like this. Anchor point tool, I'm just going to curve it a bit to give it a shape. Maybe something like this. I'm going to reflect this, so we know that we click reflect once, hold on to the Alt or the Option key, click once on guideline, and you get the box. You look at the preview, comes out fine, and you copy this and marquee select both of them, join once, join twice. So this is a vase that I have made. Now you can give a shape to this if you want, like, you know, just give a shape like this, or you give a shape like this. So there you go. This is all about reflect key. In the next movie, we're going to talk about the rotate key.